Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another podcast of Is This Really Your Job? Hit it! Don't put any music in, just that.
Put my new tune in.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a banger, to be fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolute banger, I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Little wobbly wobblers. That just reminded me of beatbox. Just going to cut straight to it. Did an event last night and they got some beatboxers up from London. The client booked them direct. They were fucking awful.
Wow, he's calling them out like that.
I can't remember. Well, I know the woman's name who organised it, but my God, it was awful.
Bad.
Well, they were meant to do a 45 and a 45 and they ended up doing 130 and then got pulled off. Oof. Client pulled them off.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's got to be
Oh
painful.
dear.
Yeah, especially when the client booked them direct. Like, just let the professionals do what they do. People are vetted, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Honest, what was the beatboxing performance like?
well,
Was it like a...
yeah, so it was a bat mitzvah yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, BAT, yeah, it was a girl.
Yeah.
Well, she's a lady now, she's come of age apparently, that's
Yep.
the thing. Incredible do, incredible party, phenomenal. The client's house was like out of this world. Basically, his granddad set up a sweet company. So you know when you get like, you know them Love Hearts?
Yeah.
You get the brand which make them
Swizzles.
Swizzles. He owns Swizzles.
Wow.
They're big. They do drumsticks and everything.
Yeah. You know, like all the old like sweet
Yeah,
shop
yeah,
sweets.
yeah.
It's the Woolworths pick and mix selection.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Woolworths
a throwback.
pick and mix.
So
There's going to be a lot of people who don't know what Woolworths is watching this.
Yeah, no,
All you millennials, grow
no,
up.
No,
No.
millennials will remember it. It's the Gen Zs.
Who's the people who... Oh,
Gen
I've
Z.
done the wrong one. Sorry, millennials. I'm a millennial.
We're a
then.
millennial.
I always think of it.
Are we classed as millennials?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So Gen Z, grow up. Bit late, but...
Bit late.
Grow
yeah.
up. But yeah, no, it was a really, really good thing.
That's cool.
And
Well, as you can see, we're back. We've been a while because we've been incredibly busy and we couldn't record anything for 2 months.
is that how long it's been?
It's been 2 months.
2 months.
Oh, because the last one was just when me and Freya got engaged and we were
Yeah.
in the garden, weren't we?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was
it's
like
been
the
your
first bit of
birthday.
summer.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 months and we've been incredibly busy, but we
Yeah.
managed to get some time in, all three of us, to bring you some more chin wags, and I think we're just gonna explain where we've been and just some of the experiences we've had for the past couple of months, because you may not believe what we've witnessed when we've been working, and
Yeah.
it's a bit crazy, really, if you think about it. So yeah, we just have a bit of a chin wag. No more quizzes, as you can see. We haven't got our instruments.
yeah.
We haven't got any decks. Got
So
anything
yeah.
like that.
I want to bring them back. For
So
We're
Yeah.
gonna
a
bring them
one-off.
back, yeah, but for the
I
time
just
being,
love
we're
seeing
just
him
gonna
get
have a bit
annoyed.
of a chin wag and just make yourself a cup of tea, put a pie in the oven, something like that.
Come and join us on metaphorically on the sofa. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're getting involved
Just
with the
having a nice
boys.
time. But
Love the
for the
boys.
next however long, and the next couple of episodes, just enjoy what we've got to say, and if you've got anything you want to say, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, listen
Please.
to our ramblings.
Yes, absolutely.
Give us a comment. We don't get many, so give us one.
Yeah.
Guess what? We've all had a birthday.
We have.
We've all had a birthday.
Yeah.
We have.
So that always reminds me of if you've seen White Chicks,
Yeah.
when they go, oh my God, something's different. You're like, have you had a birthday? Oh my God. So we've just all had a birthday. So that was cool. I'm 30 now.
You are?
Welcome
boy.
to the
Too.
club, mate. Welcome to the club.
No.
I'm not. I've still got another year.
The young gun.
I will say, I have obviously everyone celebrates the 30th quite big, but nobody does it as big as Gregory Joy.
Yeah.
He went on pretty much a 7-week piss up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things involved, a lot of trips and
Yeah.
expeditions.
8
and-
countries in 6 weeks.
Is that what it was?
It's got a little bit messy, boys and girls.
Since the last time we did a pod, you've been to 8 countries.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
You know, it got heavy when he looked at me, because obviously me and Greg both enjoy a bev quite a bit. And he looked at me and he went, Will, I can't do this anymore. I just need to have a week off in my house on my own.
That was on the flight back from Benidorm.
Yeah.
Oh, my, yeah, Benidorm.
Heavy.
That
That's
was,
the thing that's happened though, because there was some really social things. So I went to Poland, I got taken to Poland by Lee and Patricia and the gang, and it was really lovely, and that was social. Then I come back, went on the cruise with my family.
Yeah.
So once again, really nice. Then played Marbella and Porto with the band, but that turned into 8 days like, on tour, celebrating more. Then went to Corfu. Then come back. I've missed one. I can't remember.
It's just a bit
Gunkel
mad.
trip.
Gunkel trip, Cornwall.
Down
Then
south.
we obviously flew out for a gig that turned into a gig and a session.
So this is how it went. Me and Greggy Boy got booked for a private event in Mallorca, and Greggy Boy says, "The gig was on I think the gig was on a Monday or Tuesday, and we flew out the Sunday or Monday, the day before. So we'd done the gig. The gig was good, and then we woke up the day after, and he went, "Well, I've done something a bit mentally." So I said, "Oh, what have you done, mate?" And he went, "Well, we both turned 30 this year, so pack your bags, we're going home." I thought, "Oh, we're going back to Manchester today." No, he booked us a flight to fucking Benidorm.
Let's go.
And then I grew up in Blackpool, right? I've seen the dregs of life and the nights out where there's 6 foot blow up penises flying across the front in Blackpool from the sea and everything like that, but nothing will prepare you for Benidorm.
Scary, isn't it?
I've never been. I don't
You
think
don't
I
have-
want. I don't think I
yeah,
want to.
I
go.
don't
To
think
be
you'll
fair,
last,
Guy-
mate, with your accent.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's the last place on earth you should go.
Well, that's good to know.
I think it would hurt you a little bit.
Would it?
I'm not gonna lie. It was.
I've
if-
done Magaluf.
Yeah, no, this is different.
Yeah,
this is a lot
It's like
nastier
adult
than Magaluf.
Magaluf.
It's just.
It's
do
like-
you remember when we were just sat in breakfast and we just heard this northern family and it was just the most. England are playing tonight, aren't they? Yeah. Which pub shall we go? Well, I don't know what we're going to do. Hey, there's Prosecco with our breakfast here. Shall we have some? Yeah, get us 3 glasses, darling. It was 9:10 in the morning.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, it was, mate, Benidorm's funny.
That's a hard no from me.
We went to a sex show.
We did.
So what happened?
As honestly, I don't know. Like,
Were they just fucking on
no,
stage?
right, so this is a thing, right? I've done Amsterdam's one of my favourite places in the world.
Mm.
So I go quite a bit. And obviously the sex shows there are they actually have sex and it's all a bit raunchy and it's cultured, right? You go there for the culture.
Just culture, darling.
Yeah.
Just like Pornhub, full of culture.
That's your clip for the teaser. But we went there and I didn't know what I was expecting. But we'd gone and bearing in mind we'd seen a few, not sex shows, but we'd seen a few singers. There was that one guy who was pretty good who did the Barry White. He was pretty decent, to be
Yeah.
fair. Some of them were absolutely
Freddie Mercury was very questionable.
Brazilian Freddie Mercury with an
Fucking
ass
hell.
the size of East China.
Oh
And he had skinny
God.
jeans on.
He had the white, the white pants.
The Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it Live Aid?
Yeah, Live
Yeah,
Aid.
yeah.
The iconic Freddie
Yeah,
Mercury
yeah.
look.
He had
Was it?
that
No, it
outfit
wasn't-
on.
That wasn't Live Aid, was it?
I think it was. A Wembley
Yeah.
one.
No, he had the vest on for Live Aid.
Well, we all know
Anyway,
the outfit
anyway,
going on.
yeah.
White
Iconic
pants,
one, yeah.
gold jacket, yellowy
Yeah,
gold
yeah,
jacket, microphone on the boom stand
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Should
But
have seen the size
honest-
of the dump truck he had behind him, mate. I swear
he
to
had
God.
the most incredible, massive Brazilian ass I've ever seen. But like he was,
must have had a BBL or
but,
something like that.
he was wearing the skinniest white. Like it was like spray painted on. It was like,
Yeah.
whoa, I can see everything.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I can
could.
see way too many outlines.
Yeah.
Like, I could tell you if he'd trimmed or not. It was like skin tight.
You'd know if you had a fart, basically.
Oh, 100%.
And then he came out, mate, and then we were sat in this
He
pub.
was shaking it around.
And to be fair, the Guinness in that pub was very good.
Good Guinness.
And it was like $3.50 a pint of Guinness.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, that was lovely. So, but then he came out, and this pub was full of, I'm probably going to say, the average age was 65.
Yeah.
And everyone was there because it was a cheap piss up. And he came out, and to be fair, mate, his performance was good. He got involved.
He went
but
for it.
My God, his vocal cords didn't match.
No.
No.
It didn't, no.
No.
Remember when X Factor was like a thing, or
Yeah.
and they went on and they're like, yeah, my mum said I've got a great voice.
Yeah.
No one's told him he can't sing, but he's made a career. Which, to be fair play to you, mate.
There's
but
a fair few of them knocking about.
Yeah, but also out of all the acts to try and be Freddie Mercury.
Oh dear.
So when he was like, "Oh, somebody," it was literally like, "Ah."
So I could do a better job.
Oh, hands down.
Potentially. I'd quite
Really?
like to see you give it a go, to be honest. I'd get you the outfit.
I'd probably
Right,
I
we have
think
to
we
do
should
that,
do
haven't we?
that.
So anyway, right, we've set the scene. We've been in this pub, and we've had probably 7 or 8 pints of Guinness and maybe a few tequilas thrown in. So then Greg goes, "Oh yeah, well, there's this sex show going on." So I was like, "Yeah, crack on. Let's go have a look at it." And
Gotta have
we
a nose.
walked down, and it was just like a wall with a door, and on the outside there was these posters, and it was 50 Shades of Grey.
Mm.
One was a midget one.
Yeah, it was.
Is that
Live
politically
mid-
correct?
It was 1 a.m.
what the- Small.
Smaller
person.
people? Small
No.
person?
The poster. The
No,
poster
I'm just
on
quoting
the
what
venue.
he said on the poster. Don't get us
Oh,
cancelled.
right. So,
The-
so you're quoting it?
Yeah,
I'm
quoting.
quoting the poster.
I
The
can't quote-
poster
yeah.
said, "Midget stripper every night 1 a.m."
Wow.
Yeah,
That was the title.
Was it a male
of
or a
the
female
poster.
stripper?
Don't know.
I don't know.
They just
However
Maybe they
they
changed. Don't know. Maybe there's more
Oh.
than one person who does it.
I was that pissed. I remember specifically saying to him, "I want to see a midget's cock," because you're in Benidorm, so why not? It's funny.
maybe we can't use
Could you imagine? Right.
Yeah, it's on it. He's got his Benidorm, right?
I know we're straying well away from the event side of things, and we're getting very 18 plus here, right? I shouldn't really be saying this on the pod, right? But could you imagine if a midget had a massive cock and it just went straight down to his knees?
That was my thought
This
process.
Yeah.
is what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
And
Is it in
also,
proportion?
Yeah.
also, like in the stripper industry, they use a lot of pumps. So even
do,
if
yeah.
he wasn't naturally that length, imagine if he's like out the back pumping it to get him to his kneecaps,
He's literally got a third leg.
and then he
Yeah.
comes out and it's like a baby's arm.
Like, you know, it
On a
could be like a
midget.
fucking Shetland pony
I
when
wanted
he's on
to see
all
it.
fours. It's just dragging along the floor.
So anyway, yeah,
Why don't we get all the short things in? It's like a sausage dog as well. What's got short legs and we can just put a big dick on all of them? Next up is the Shetland pony, followed by the sausage dog.
I'm going to have to put a warning on this pod.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Maybe
18
this bit
plus.
needs to be cut off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nah, sorry, it's staying in. GC, keep it in. But yeah, so obviously we went to go see a sex show. It was a 50 Shades of Grey one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it wasn't 50 Shades Grey. It was mild.
It was mild.
I'm sorry.
There was a lady who put whipped cream on one of her breasts and slapped it in some guy's face. The guy sat next to us got picked, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he tried to swap seats with me, didn't he? Because I was sat
Yeah.
next to his mates, and I was like, no. And then the woman came over and was like, oh, like coming towards me, and I was like, no, sorry, I got a missus. Get him, he loves this. Only just met him. He's like this 19-year-old lad. And then they got him on the chair. She started throwing him about and stuff. And then his mates were absolutely howling and filming it. And I was like, oh, is that your mate? Sorry, I've thrown him in because I wasn't getting out. And he went, yeah. He went, we're just laughing because his missus at home's going to be fuming. He's been with her a year.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
this,
dear.
this woman would just, he was a little boy.
Yeah.
She just...
Dominated him.
Really?
Oh, mate.
We were pissing ourselves.
He was bright red. She took his shirt off, started slapping him and whipping his stomach and
Yeah.
ass, pulled his pants down.
Was he on a stag do or something?
No, they
No,
were
I think
just
it's
on
just a lad
strip.
strip. But then on the
They
flip
were
side,
young, weren't they?
Yeah, but then there was also a guy stripper, and
Yeah.
there was. Bearing in mind, we've given you an idea of the people.
Yeah,
that go to
yeah.
Benidorm.
Yeah.
There was one bird who was thoroughly enjoying it. a
Yeah,
lot.
oh yeah. He had her knickers off.
Yeah.
He put his hand up her dress and pulled her knickers off, flew him out, threw him in the audience. And this random girl literally was like, okay, she ain't got any knickers for the rest of the night. She was just a punter.
Benidorm.
Wait, hang on. So this was the professional person doing that to the woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it wasn't some just random dude.
No.
No,
thank God
it
for
wasn't.
that.
Somebody wasn't getting sexually assaulted. It
Yeah.
was part of the show, and she signed up for it, and she was okay with it. She was happy.
Yeah.
She was more than okay with it, mate.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
well
was
that's,
being
that's
nice.
all right.
But
She
it
knows what
was-
she's getting herself in for. It's
You've
consensual.
got HR guy over here making sure she's...
No, and I'll tell you why, because I've got a story that I'm going to move on to.
Go on. That's Benidorm wrapped
That's
up.
it. Take us away.
Yeah.
GC.
So
We're going to get
As-
to our industry now.
Yeah,
Sorry
so,
about that. Bit
right.
of a segue.
I'm just going to crack on with this because I know we've just been joking about midget penises and all sorts, right? Just before. I knew that would make you
Is
laugh.
this your really job?
Yeah.
Is this is job really?
Sorry, it's broken.
Right. So I know we've just been joking about that, but on a serious note, okay. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing a brunch in Liverpool. I got to be careful how I say this, right? Because I can't say where it was. I can't say what it was. Okay.
Shamamam.
No,
Non-disclosure.
it wasn't that one.
Oh, it wasn't that one.
No, it wasn't that one.
I specifically remember this day because I've never seen our chat blow up so much
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah. Right. So,
He wasn't happy.
okay, let me just fill you in here. We've been doing what we've been doing for the best part of a decade, probably more. We've got
14 years,
so we've got around 30, 35 years of experience between us, okay? We do this job week in, week out. I play sax at bars, clubs, and corporates. Will DJs at everywhere. Greg, he's a drummer in a fantastic function band, does percussion, does all sorts. We are professional musicians, okay?
Nice.
When people come up to us, okay, on a gig, we're incredibly respectful and stuff like that. But there is a limit and there's a line that I want to draw in the sand, okay? So,
stand out.
so
all you punters out there, listen.
yeah, please listen, okay? So the other week, right, at this venue, I was on stage and it was jam-packed full, and they let some of the people come up on the stage and stuff like that. And I'm all for it. I'm like, oh, let's get involved and stuff. But bearing in mind, I'm still doing a job, still proactively thinking, what song am I playing? Got to think about the key. Got to do this, that, and the other, and whatever. Anyway, so long story short, this one person comes up, and it was just her and myself on the stage. Bearing in mind, the stage is about 4 or 5 foot up in the air, and you can see, everyone can see us on stage, sticking out like a sore thumb. And she comes up to me and she starts stroking the back of my shoulders and my back like that. So there, me being polite.
How old was this lady? Not that this makes any difference.
I'd say late 30s, early 40s.
Classic Karen.
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
I knew it had Karen all over
Karen
it.
from accounts has had
A
one
Karen
too many
stroke.
Prosecco's.
And she was kind of there, and she was trying to. I think she was trying to look big in front of her friends. Okay.
Classic
Anyway,
Karen.
so I'm there, and I'm politely sort of like trying to, go like that, trying to rub her off, sort of thing. Not rub her off, you know what I mean?
Oh, that
God.
on stage in front of everyone.
Shrug her off. That's what I was wanting to
thank you.
say.
GC. So you shrugged her off.
I shrugged her
Rubbed
off.
her off.
Anyway, kept on playing.
Dirty
I'm like facing one side. She's having a boogie. She's eyeing up her friends. I go to the other side. She's doing the same thing. Anyway, and she's like hovering around me, and I'm just trying to fucking weave my way around her, doing figures of eight sort of thing, right? Next thing you know, right, it's about 2 minutes after she did the whole thing like that, she went like this up my leg. And by the time she got to about halfway up my thigh, I've shoved her off, like properly pushed her off, and I went, no, you can't do that. Like,
Wow.
that's not okay.
That's really not cool, actually.
Like, really not okay. So then she got really embarrassed and she legged it, and I was fuming at this point. So I got off the thing. Obviously, still remaining quite professional. Got to put a face on, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I went to the DJ. I was like, I got to have 5 minutes outside. So I took myself outside and tried to compose myself, because that's sexual assault
Yeah.
on stage.
You got groped, mate.
In public.
In public.
Doesn't matter if it isn't or not in
front
public,
of,
but it doesn't
I don't
help.
know, let's call it 150, 200 people, right, on stage.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just a bit of a thing. And it happens more often than you think. Anyway, she came outside as I was outside, and credit where credit's due, she came up to me, she went, I'm really sorry I touched you. And you know what? It was the first time I've ever done this. Instead of going, oh, it's all right, don't worry about it, I turned around to her. I said, do you know what, love? If it was the other way around, if a bloke did that to you,
Yeah, it'd be nicked.
it would, yeah. you'd have
Yeah.
bouncers involved, you'd have
CCTV.
police involved.
Yeah, all that.
You know, and I said, you know, if a lad, right, felt up a waitress's ass in a restaurant,
Yeah.
you get chucked out, the police be called, right? And I know that happens. It doesn't, to my knowledge, I would like to think it doesn't happen a lot, but I know it does happen. But you know, and I've got to be really careful how I choose my words here, because you know, we're all heavily against all that sort of thing, and I know there's that Me Too movement, and there's all this fuss about women and all this the sexual thing about women and stuff like that,
Sexual harassment
over women. Yeah,
and it's a really positive movement.
it is 100%. But then it's very double standards when you do it to the lads.
100%.
And it's kind of like, where do you draw the line?
Well, especially when we're moving into this world of, rightly so, moving into this world of equality, you know, but for both genders and, you know, LGBTQ plus community. So it's like one rule for everyone.
Exactly.
How about just keep your hands to yourself?
Well, this is
Don't
it.
feel each other up unless it's consensual.
You're soon. Now, if I want you to play tickle tackle with me,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Let me let you know.
But this is the thing. Like, unlike,
Do you know, it's like a thumb war. Why can't we just approach people and be like,
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, exactly.
do you know what I mean? Why don't we?
Yeah.
Do you want to? And
But
then you
it's-
lock hands, you do a little fun war and find a room, go and do as much as you want.
Yeah, what makes it 10 times worse is the fact that you're on stage performing.
Yeah.
And you're like...
You're doing your job.
You're doing your job, and whether you realised it or not, there was 200 people whose attention wasn't fully on you because they'd be chatting and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
However, they were fully aware that you were there performing.
Yes.
And she... You know what you should do? You should find out... Let's call her Karen, right?
Yeah.
Sorry if you call Karen. We're going to label her that. You should find out what she does for a job. Say then when she has a big important board meeting, just go in and slap her tit and start feeling inside of Alexia.
Could you imagine if she was somebody in a sense of responsibility, like if she was a teacher?
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine if she was a
Yeah.
teacher
Awful.
or something similar?
Yeah.
But the point is that it really just didn't agree. I really didn't agree with it, and I had a huge.
So you did the exact right thing, mate. You said
No,
stop, get
and
off, and then when
and-
she came and spoke to you, you were like, no, it's
The
bang
thing
out,
is-
but
the
you
thing
did
is-
the right thing.
we get very confused. People get very confused about what we do because we're there making people have a good time, and we love doing it. That's why we do it. We're performers by heart and trade, and that's what we love to do. But don't mistake our kindness for weakness. Is that the right phrase?
Yeah.
You're on the right point.
Yeah,
like
that-
politeness is the professionalism you've got to do. But
Yeah, you're
still,
approachable and you're smiling,
Exactly,
you're happy.
yeah.
And
She's probably thinking, oh, he smiled at me twice. We
Yeah,
smile at everyone.
like,
Loved it.
don't take the piss, because we're, you know, at the end of the day, we're there doing our job, and we're there, like, we're earning money. Do you know what I mean? Like, we see people week in, week out try to pull the same things on us, and it's kind of like, we've seen it all before. We don't care. Like, we really don't care. Like, we're not going to remember your name in the morning, right? We're not going to remember this, we're not going to remember that. So please, just be respectful and
Keep your hands to yourself.
keep your
you
hands to
dirty
yourself.
bitch.
Right, rant over. That's me done.
I wanna do something, mate. I've just seen these. Greggy Boy's got something next to him.
Oh, yeah.
I got a present.
What have you brought? Not the fruit tellers there from me gig last night.
Red or blue?
Blue. What is it?
These are fortune cookies.
I'll get
Do you
the
know
red
what I
one.
thought it was? Remember Fruit Winders?
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
No. Just the whole packet.
Yeah.
So
it does-
these
it
are
is.
all the way from Oxford.
Are they actually?
Because Angela, who's our family friend who runs the Chinese takeaway in our local on our local estate, gave me the fortune cookies for England's final to give me good luck. My mum came up last week. Now I thought we'll have them, but also we'll try whatever quote's in it. We have to come up with a story or a thing that's musically industry related
Nice.
to this.
Yeah, nice.
So that's our challenge for today.
okay. Right.
So I'll give you. Well, we'll open them.
Mine's already
Is there a
cracked.
way
Have a
which you do
nibble.
it? Do you just
Huh?
No, just
do you eat it?
break. Yeah.
You break it. Have you not done one before?
No,
What?
Are you joking?
no,
Are you joking?
You've never done fortune cookie.
no.
You're taking the mick. Is that? Are they not a
Well,
thing up
On my
north?
dog's life. On Chief's life, I've never done one of these.
Right.
What?
So you see where it bends?
Wait, hang on. Follow
Break it
me.
in two. See how it's a thing.
Follow me.
There you go. Crack
There you
it. Go on.
Crack it.
Go on.
Trying.
Yeah, look.
Is it a bit soggy?
Oh, they're not good.
Are they not?
Oh, is it meant to
Oh,
crack?
Mine's
Angela.
already broken.
It should be crispy. Oh, Angela's gave me the last pack.
Oh no, mine's crispy.
Oh, good for you. Mine isn't.
I'm not really a sweet
No,
guy,
have
mate.
a little go on it. You gotta have a go.
Yours a bit chewy.
Oh my god, it's awful.
Mine's not.
Oh my god, it's awful.
Right, well, I've got the idea of the taste.
Yeah,
I've had a nibble.
Sorry, but the blue ones are terrible.
Right.
Is yours alright?
That one's great. Oh my god.
I've got a quote. Shall I read it?
Oh my god, they're rank.
My thing says, your life will be happy and peaceful.
Right. Try and make that into music. What will make your life happy and
So,
peaceful?
well, reflecting on it, the time of year that we're in, what date is it?
It's the 22nd of July.
Right, so, by the time this goes out, it'll be past the 27th.
Yes.
So we all know what the 27th of July.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. So 27th of July marks the year anniversary of me leaving a company that I dedicated a lot of my life to. I have to thank him for a lot of things, but then towards the end it all got a bit messy and blah, 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 things came out. But yeah, so my life, reflecting on from a year, is a hell of a lot more peaceful.
Yeah.
I'm a lot happier. I've now got a fiance.
Yes.
I've got my dream car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my friendship group has never been tighter.
Yeah.
It's got smaller,
Yeah.
but
Mm.
my friendships, like, we spend a lot more time together. We do a lot more stuff together.
Yep.
I'm ticking off a lot of things that I want to do. I'm flying out to see my brother in Sweden this evening.
I was about to say, in about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5 hours time flying out. So yeah, like the whole thing, my life is peaceful and I'm
Nice.
happier.
That's
Love that.
amazing.
And it is to do with the thing that happened a year ago, which is involving the job, which is
Yeah.
music.
There you
Very
go.
loosely related.
Yeah.
But I think if I was in the same situation I was last year, I definitely don't think I'd still be DJing. I'd have quit. It's far too stressful.
Wow.
Yeah, far
Look at
too
that.
stressful. I wasn't enjoying the gigs. I hated working. Gigs were just, oh shit, I've got a gig tonight. Whereas now I'm like, yeah, sick.
And you're running venues as well.
Yes, so I've got
So like you're
2
so
venues that I'm looking after the artists for, and they're super happy. Yeah, life's
That's a
good,
good one.
people.
Yeah.
tick a bow, son, tick a bow.
Go. But obviously, it's there's a load of people to thank for that you all know. Obviously, these 2 twats, my missus, my family, my dad. Let's give a shout out to my dad.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
big
Marky
time.
Mark helped us out a lot.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's a load more people in the industry that helped. But yeah, we're good people. And now I'm booked up till 2026.
Nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
GC, what's yours?
Imagine if it was like, you will not be sexually assaulted this week.
Karen says hello.
No, so mine is your next interview will result in a job.
Oh.
Have you pitched for any new spots?
No, I haven't actually.
Not yet.
But I hope I can relate that to getting in or in with some sort of person or whatever.
I think that reflects on a venue in Manchester that you did a gig for and now you do a lot of work for.
That
Yeah?
you got off your own back.
That you got
Yeah,
off your
don't
own
you be
back.
fair.
Don't
did
give
ya?
yourself credit for it.
You gotta give yourself credit. Pat on the back, Jesus.
You know,
Pat on
it's
the back.
cool. It's cool there. Oh, I will say,
Ooh, I will.
Ooh, I
say.
will say, sir.
God, sir, suit you.
Such a
Oh.
bastard, isn't he?
Say it, sir. Say it.
Say it, sir. Give it me. You have me on the edge of one seateth.
No, they had. Can I fucking speak now?
Sorry.
Jesus
Go on, mate.
wept.
Go on, give it to me, sir.
They had Megan Thee Stallion there the other week.
Mm.
It was last week. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will hold my hands up. I had because you text me. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was at a venue down the road,
Yes.
and you went, mate, Megan Thee Stallion's in,
Yes.
and I said, who's that, mate?
Yeah, you did.
Yep, same.
I didn't know.
Same.
I don't know who. Obviously, I'm a house DJ, so.
And-
But apparently, she's massive.
She's
30
WAP, isn't she? She's
WAP. She did WAP.
I thought
Make
that
it-
was the other one.
No. So she featured on WAP. Yeah.
Can you imagine if Abby was there?
Oh my
Abby
god!
would be like, "Let me do it for you."
Who's the other artist on that WAP song?
Cardi B.
Yeah,
Cardi
so
B?
Abby would be like, "I'll do the Cardi B bit, you do your bit."
She would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had security all over her and what have you, like 4 security guards. It was mental, mate. It was fucking mad. But funny enough, she put an Instagram story up
Yeah, could
of
hear
her, and you could hear me in the background
Tooting the flute.
tooting the flute.
Oh,
Oh, mate, I was like, that's my claim to fame for our 32 million followers.
that's a lot.
That is
That's
That
a
is
lot
a
of
lot.
followers.
Mm,
That's
oh, mate,
half
just
the UK
imagine if
population.
she'd tagged.
yeah.
Just imagine if she'd tagged. This is the one thing as well, but like, I hate it when people take a video of you performing and don't take the time to tag or do like. But to be fair, I've just said that, and I've literally just had a flashback of when I did exactly the same thing in Poland to a street player. So I need to shut up.
It is true though. It
But
is
like
true.
the tag just helps, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
especially if
does.
they've got like I had it Saturday night at Raft. There was the people like there's a lot of Instagram affluent people. Does that make sense? Influencers and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's still good. It's not. They're not the knob ones. They're the nice ones.
Oh, that's
But
right.
there was a bird. And she asked me for that new Adam Port tune, which is getting played everywhere. So I was like, "Yeah, I've played it once, but I'll play it again. Why not?" So I played it, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And she got her phone out. So I was like, "Yeah, sound cool." Woo. Turns out she's got 500,000 followers.
Oh,
And I thought,
Oh,
you
for-
could have just gone, I'll tag you on this. Like, if I see
It's
something
courtesy,
cool,
innit?
I'm not saying, mate, I've got like 10k or something, but obviously it helps a lot, doesn't it? 'Cause-
yeah.
Well, it would
The-
help us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Wouldn't
it's like
it?
1,000 people that see my story or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If I've tagged that person, say 10 people go on it, that's 100 people going to your page. It might
No,
get
it
you a
is,
gig.
yeah.
So it just helps, you know. Tag
Yeah.
away, people.
Anyway, what's your fortune, Greggy?
Well, mine's quite interesting.
Oh.
Mine says, "Your dearest wish will come true."
That's a deep one, that, isn't it?
Wow.
But I've got a meeting next week and I don't want to talk about it.
No, you can't talk
Is
about it yet.
what we spoke about on the phone.
Yeah.
Don't talk about
The
it.
Because-
deepest wish.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. But the initial contract offers come through.
Yeah.
So it depends what the meeting is. But the job is still going to happen. So I might bring this back to another podcast.
Just so the
if it
people
works.
know,
Put it in your
at
pocket.
this point of the year
Mm.
is when you get. So obviously, Greg does his shows. That's the bread and butter. That's
Yeah.
what he's. We all go and see him. It's funny, and some of them, like the Beatles one, was sick. But then you do the funny ones as well, which
Yeah.
is class. We all go and it's a
Adult
cracking-
pantos.
Yeah,
Yes.
Love it.
but this point in the year is when you get offered like the contracts for that.
For
Winters.
for October, November, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the point of the year where Greg's always like, I wonder if I'm going to get offered the contract. He always gets. Of course he's going to. He's insane.
It's not. It's a surefire thing, isn't it?
You always question it though, don't you? Until you get the offer. Like
Yeah.
this would be my 9th year at the Royal Court
What
Theatre.
we're going to have to celebrate next year.
Big
10
10
years.
Big 10.
Well, that's if you're still there.
What is it?
This
If
is
he
it.
gets offered the contract.
This is it. But last year we sold 65,000 tickets.
Bloody hell.
So this year we want more. So I'd love to hit 70.
Yeah.
70.
Oh, it should do.
I wonder, right? Have you actually worked this out? You might have worked it out. If not, you need to. Next year,
Mm.
you need to work out, right, how many shows you played on how many nights and the average attendance for each night. I bet, right, you've
I'll be in the
played
millions.
to over 1 million people.
Yeah, I would.
You
reckon.
reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or minimum high 700-800k
Yeah.
minimum.
But you think, right, so there's 65,000 tickets sold.
Last year.
And
but
that
that's
was
not
one
Beatles.
show.
Yeah.
Then you had the Beatles show. Think about when you did the Celtic one and the Sunderland one. In those, the Celtic one was what, 3,000 people?
3,500 people a night.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, that is a very good point. I reckon over the course of however long you've been doing these, actually, I think it is pretty much guaranteed you have played to over 1 million people.
You
Think about that.
Yeah.
I know we did a stat. We did a funny stat, I think.
Mental.
I need to check this, but the population of Liverpool. And I think one Christmas show, as in like each Christmas show, is equivalent to playing to 10% of the entire of Liverpool. Like,
wow.
So 10% of Liverpool have seen me drum.
Yeah, I was going to say, so if it's like 65,000
Let me have a quick
tickets,
look.
Liverpool's probably, what, 1 million people, 500,000 people? That's got to be more than half.
No, well, there's 66 million in the UK. So
No, it's 496. So 500,000 people. So 50,000 is 10%. So what,
Yeah.
Over
year,
10%.
last year I played to over 10% of Liverpool.
yeah, that's mad.
Just on that show. That's like,
mental.
think of it, 10% of the whole city buy a ticket to that show. It's only a 1,000 capacity. It's 1,200, I think, max.
Wow.
So
That's like a pat on the back. You've had your pat on the back. Have a pat on the
Well,
back.
hang on.
No.
So if it's, hang on. Think about it like this. Hang on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
hold up.
Right. So you did your 500th show,
Yeah.
right? And if it's 1,000, 1,200 capacity, that's 500,000.
Already.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
or take. Because not all of them are sold out.
But then you had the Celtic show where it was 3,500 people.
Yeah.
So I
So,
reckon
yeah,
you're easily above
600K.
700K.
Yeah.
Maybe
Easily.
Beatles show.
Yeah.
I'm
so
on,
then you
I think I'm on about 540 shows at the Royal Court Theatre. Let alone,
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Let
so you're
alone
about
these other
600K.
tours.
let alone
yeah.
4 weeks in Sunderland, which was 2,500 capacity.
So about 600K.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 weeks stretch in Celtic at 3,500 a night.
Yeah. So next year.
Oh, I'll have to sit down and do the maths.
Yeah.
See?
So
That's
next
what you're
year
doing
you
this
could be on
afternoon.
750,000 people that you've played to over the space of however many years.
At
Just
theatre.
that way. Hang on.
Just theatre.
That's just shows.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not including
Not
the.
gigs.
That's not. Yeah.
I would love to find out how many people we've all played for.
Do you know what? There was
You
a-
would easily top it because of the shows.
Oh
and
god,
stuff.
yeah.
Do you reckon? Well,
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
you
what
got to
do you
remember as
mean?
well. I'm
Yeah.
doing 7 a week, so it's
Yeah.
like it's minimum 7,000 people a week when I'm
Yeah.
on the shows.
That's what I mean, mate. I'm doing weddings at 200 people. Like there's all the big gigs where I do festivals and stuff.
Mate, you played at Wembley.
Yeah,
Hang
that's
on
cool.
a minute.
Yeah, that was 80,000.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
That's happened since the last
Hang
show.
on,
That.
to be fair, I've done Everton Stadium. I did go to Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Oh, big
Yeah.
Goodison.
40.
40.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
played it and all.
Yeah,
Sick.
you have. Yeah.
It's 40,000.
Yeah.
I would love. What's the biggest gig you've played? In like people wise,
As in on stage with a drum kit.
as in you have been performing.
Well, I don't count the football shows. As in football, like that Goodison Park one, cause it's like half-time thing. Because
You're
it's
still
not
playing.
your gig.
Yeah, but you're still playing.
Because my biggest crowd, I think, was Wirral Rocks Fest,
Right.
which is Tranmere Rovers
yeah.
Stadium.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I think that's a 15,000. I reckon there was about 10,000 in there, and I was playing with China Crisis. It was my
Yeah.
first session gig. And
Oh,
he
I
said it
remember
was
you
just
saying
that little
this.
gig down the road.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
10,000 people.
That's mental.
That was quite heavy.
I'd say-
Glastonbury was big.
Oh, Glastonbury was huge. Yeah.
Glastonbury was a couple of
It's the best
thousand.
festival in the world.
Yeah, that was 2017. We had Friday night and Saturday night. And the Saturday night we were opposite Craig David. So
Oh,
that was like
sick.
3,500 people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, he had obviously bigger
Yeah.
tent than that. But yeah, 3,500.
That's sick.
Yeah. I'd probably say Goodison for me because I can't think of anything that's like.
Big.
I've had affluent people there,
Yeah.
like that gig I did the other week on a Wednesday, which we'll get into in the next pod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
One
mental.
of the
that.
venues I look after that. Naughty.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Good venue, by the way. Great sound system.
Yeah, we'll get on to it. But I think,
Goodison, mate.
yeah, Goodison was big.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was first year uni. That I was only 18.
Fuck.
Oh.
That's mental. Love that.
Let's see. Let's see.
What else have I played that's been big? It's weird because that's the problem. Like, you do get amazing opportunities to play at fantastic venues, but unless you're in with someone doing a big one, it's hard.
Yeah, I know it is.
And also,
Massively.
it's a lot of it is no reflection on your ability. It's just being the right guy at the right time.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Like, just because if you've played to, I don't know, 1,000 people or 100,000 people, a lot of the time it's like, for us,
Yeah.
it's the gig you're on. It's not necessarily. It's not like you're Harry Styles.
No,
No,
you've not
no,
sold
no.
But you could play for Harry Styles and be like, yeah, I played for 100,000 people last night.
Yeah.
Hey, look at AC/DC.
Yeah.
It was 90,000 people at Wembley. It was incredible going as a guest.
Yeah.
But like, imagine playing it.
who did they have warm up for him? Did they have a warm up?
Is it Wet Leg?
I don't know. Try it.
I've got to be honest. I was at the bar. They were all right
Yeah.
for me, but the sound, different sound engineer, the warm-up act, it was getting a little lost. And then AC/DC was the loudest gig I'd ever witnessed in my life.
Nice.
It was incredible.
Nice. But that was an experience with you, with your dad.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
I was gonna say, like, I prefer playing to bigger crowds than smaller crowds.
See, now,
Yeah.
it's horses for courses for me.
Right.
Yes, insane playing to a massive crowd. However, intimate gigs.
Can't stand them.
Oh my God.
Can't stand them.
Really?
Oh, mate, I love them. Give me 50 proper ride or dies that are there for a mega time. Oh, mate.
And get the interaction and
you just, the vibe in the room. Don't get me wrong, there's an atmosphere when you do big gigs. But, I don't know, I think you get lost in it a little bit, even though you get put on a stage and whatever. Like, the Soccer Aid after party was a massive room, and half of them were just at the bar drinking and whatever. But there was like 400 or 500 people that were pretty much, I was like in the middle of the room, and it was like a boiler room, so everyone's around me, and it was just a vibe. But then, dare say though, when it only takes 40 people inside for it to be incredible, and they shut the curtains off, phenomenal.
great.
But
night.
it's different. I think it's different for a DJ because
Oh, massively, yeah.
Because
From my point of view, yeah.
from your point of view, yeah. Because for me, I feel so much more pressure to please 40 people than 40,000.
Yeah.
See, I don't. I'm the opposite again. I'm different to both of you. I love the beauty of both. So, like, when I'm playing in a theatre, say it's 3,500 and we're doing a show, it's a different job for me. So I've got my cues and and it's very, like, for a theatre show, if it goes wrong, like, if you do a wrong mix or something like that, you can quickly react and blend and go off piece.
Yeah.
Same with sax. Like, no disrespect to either, because it's great art and you're both very good at it. On the rare occasion, if you do go a bit wrong, 'cause we're all human. You know, you play a bum note, you can swing it in or scoop up and manipulate. But in theatre, because there's so many moving parts, if you go wrong, the show carries on.
Yeah.
So you can't just, I'm going to segue a bit. It's like, no, you got to, like, you've messed up.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
need to catch. So that is, like, for me, in front of 3,500 people, like, when it can obviously go wrong at any point and it's really obvious to 3,500 people, it's an adrenaline I've never, ever felt before.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love
No,
that.
but that's what I'm saying.
But when I do the Townhouse social gigs with Juniper,
Yeah.
intimate on a Thursday night, I love it because I can play whatever I want. It's intimate, it's chill, and if it goes a bit wrong, it's fine. It's a gig. You can improvise. You can pull it back. 'Cause it's not like a train where it's on and it's going. It's like you can just segue a bit. So I love the beauty of both. Like my ideal week would be like theatre Tuesday, Wednesday, have a Thursday night off and do Townhouse social.
Yeah.
and like literally play to like 50 people. Everyone's having. I might even stop and have like 5 Guinnesses with the boys. And play
Guinness.
some good music. Like, what song do you want to play today? Oh, should we try this one? A new thing that we're doing is we're like choosing a song and then putting it in the style of. So
Nice.
like we did, you know, George Ezra's Shotgun,
Yeah.
right? And then we did it in the style of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I'll be riding. And it was so cool. And it was just a vibe.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because
That's
Shotgun's like, I've been right.
Yeah. That's really
on
cool.
and off, innit?
There'll be two in the band.
Yeah, that's it. Did you record it and put it? It's 'cause
No, we
Greggy
haven't
Boys,
recorded it.
They got a YouTube channel, haven't you?
Yeah,
You put some of your
yeah,
it
covers
was
up
so
as well.
good. But I love that as well. So like that would be my Tuesday show, Wednesday show, Thursday Townhouse. Then throw me
Yeah.
back in the show, 3,500 people on a Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
I'd love to
So you're
have.
winning either way.
I'd love to have both. I'd love
Yeah.
like obviously you just want it all, don't you? It's like anything, isn't it? When
Yeah.
you're in the hot, you go, oh blooming hell, this is hot. And then when you're in the cold, you go, I wish I was back in the hot. Or like some people, like when you're in a relationship, you love being in a relationship, but then you miss being single. But then when you're being single, you miss being in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's like the classic.
No, I get that.
When I do the show, I love the show, and I miss the chilled gigs. And then when I'm doing the chill gigs, I'm desperate to be back on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Finding that equilibrium. But then again, like we met your year's very much. You have like a set thing, don't you? So like maybe January, February, you might do a show. But then
Yeah.
it's always October to December.
yeah,
We don't get to see Greggy Boy from October to December unless it's on a Sunday.
wow,
Which we all know that it's been that way for years.
yeah,
That's fine. Like we have summer with Greg, and then we have Sundays with Greg.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
And if
literally,
not,
innit?
we're going to a theatre show on like a Tuesday, and,
Yeah.
we all have a great
I don't
time
know
on
how
a
we're
Tuesday.
I don't know how we're going to do this when you're in the shows.
But this year, I don't know if I've told you, the contract that I received, I get Sundays and Mondays
Oh, and
off
Mondays, yeah.
for the whole
Oh.
run. So this is the first time in 8 years over Christmas where I will have my weekend.
Actually, to be fair,
It's
camping.
groundbreaking.
Camping trips.
Winter camping though.
Yeah.
and also,
Blankets.
or can I just pull up when we do these?
Yeah,
Because we will do.
Yeah.
I'll be in my new gaff.
you'll be in your new
I'll
gaff.
be in my new
Maybe
gaff.
the next, well, so we're doing a few here today, but the next ones that we record, we'll do at your house.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. You're going to have to see if you can pull some strings here. Do you reckon we could actually record one at the
theatre?
Royal Court Theatre on
Yeah.
the stage?
Oh, that'd be
On
cool.
like a Monday at midday when no one's there.
I could. What I would quite like to do is set us up
That'd be well.
at in the director's box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the posh table at the back, so because you've both been, you know the bar, and then you've got that at the top.
I know where the
back.
bar was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to get us in there, the director's box.
Yeah. Nice.
I'll see if I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
But it would be very nice to
That'd
do
be
a
cool.
no,
do
it would,
like
of
a
course it would.
Monday afternoon in the
Yeah.
Royal
We'll
Court.
take it on tour.
Yeah. Well, we could
Also
do.
gotta do
we could
my
do
new
raft
kitchen.
for you.
Yeah, we can do raft, dear sailor.
I could see if we can get into Mamazan,
Yeah.
and then we could do Royal Court.
Well, should
Mate,
we
we've
be
got
like-
your gaff. That's the first one for you.
Oh yeah, the gaff, obviously. Yeah.
New kitchen for me.
New kitchen. Yeah.
Needs
I'm
to-
still yet to
Yeah,
see.
still haven't seen it.
Still oh.
Still haven't seen
Because
it.
he said, "Oh, I'm going to send you some pictures," and I was like, "No, I want to see it in person." Because
It's
I'm having
transformed the
Greg.
house.
I've said it on the pod before. Greg's favourite dish that he cooks me is his spicy sausage pasta, and I will not see that kitchen until I'm eating spicy sausage pasta in
Well,
it.
you'll see it Monday.
I
Yeah,
will,
if you're coming over Monday.
Yeah, we'll come over Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
See it Monday this time. next
So
week.
so that's that. Yeah, we should do take your pod to work day. You know, it's like bring your mum to work, or
Oh
something.
my
Take the
Take
pod
your
to work day.
yeah.
Take it to a gig. That
And
we're all on. Imagine
or we
that.
meet at the venue. We'll say,
We'll have to do that in like October time or something like that.
sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Awesome.
Interview people pissed.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think that wraps up this
We'll
episode.
wrap it up with episode 1.
It's episode 14, I think we're on now.
Oh, wow.
Episode 1 of this one.
My baby's
14.
getting old.
14
Oh,
is that what we're on?
14, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe for episode 20 we do a quiz again. See if you can win.
Yeah,
one.
we'll do 20. We'll do a quiz, and maybe we do it at like a venue.
Yeah.
And we'll also we're going to bring back some more people to interview.
We do have some exciting guests lined up.
We do. We have been speaking about it, but summer season, I call it crazy season.
It's peak,
busy
it's
season.
Peak season.
Busy season.
I really want to do this pod fest or something.
Podfest.
I want to do a night of our friends and people, and we have a party.
Get a venue for that.
I want to work on this. I want this
Like
I'm
a
gonna say it now.
boiler room pod style.
Yeah, like a podcast with a live,
All
not a
line.
live audience, with like live people, like like Crouch, Peter Crouch podcast. They did
Yeah.
it in the Indian Takeaway. I've forgotten what it's
Yeah.
called, the Samrat.
Yeah.
I want to. I
Mate,
want
we
to
do this. Look, think of that Dear Sailor. Perfect.
little lock-in.
Perfect size.
Yes, that
mate.
would be cool.
Dear Sailor on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right, I just want to put it out there. It doesn't have to happen
Let us
within
know if
6
you want
months.
to do that, and then we can all just have a knees up together and have a laugh.
Be quite intrigued.
Make it ticketed.
Yeah. Right. Peace, love, harmony.
See you in a
We'll
bit.
see you on the next one.
Ciao for now.